Okay, I'm going to try to get batch 8 in, 350 to 301. It's kind of, this has been delayed by, it was raining really hard earlier. I'm kind of getting tired, but let's see if I can power through. You might hear some thunder in the background, isolated thunderstorms. 350, something about Mary. Ted's dream prom date with Mary never happens due to an embarrassing injury at her home. He hires a PI to track Mary down, but everyone seems to be falling for Mary. Classic movie. Is it a little too high? Possibly. Maybe even I fall for a little bit of nostalgia. By the way, Ben Stiller, Cameron Diaz. The next one, 349, Natural Born Killers. This one, I felt pressure to move it higher because I just assumed the IMDb was going to be really high based on it being a cult classic, and the IMDb is not even high at all. But I'm okay with it here because of Harrelson. Not a fan of Juliette Lewis at all, though. They become tabloid sensations on their killing spree, thanks to a sensationalistic press led by Robert Downey Jr. Trying to remember it. I wasn't blown away at all, but it had some cool parts, definitely, in the script, no question. So I'm okay with it here. Okay, next up we have 348, Austin Powers. Been a while, but I don't know anyone who doesn't think Austin Powers is funny, and that says a lot. If you don't know, he's a spy unfrozen from the 60s into the 90s. And I'd always just kind of watch an hour here, an hour there. Never really sat down and just watched them all the way through. I mean, I have the collection. I need to see just how funny they are by really, watching the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, they're good. Yeah. Okay. 2 for the Money, 347. An ex-college football star is really good at making sports betting picks, and a renowned big-time sports betting advisor hears about him and hires him. Matthew McConaughey, Al Pacino. It's such a good movie. I mean, all the way those bettors think, that they do think weird. In a weird way, they think about jinxes, and they just think about all kinds of stuff. But what was I going to say? By the way, yeah, it's McConaughey and Pacino. That's hard to beat that, Alrighty. 346, Law Abiding Citizen. Absolutely over the top movie where Gerard Butler takes the law into his own hands after his family is killed. Gotta give it credit for originality. I don't want to give anything away. Because remember, I just can't with those type of movies. All right, next up we have 345, Philadelphia. Hanks is a lawyer at a big law firm. He's a homosexual with HIV, but his secret is exposed. He then sues the big law firm he works for, and Denzel's character is the only lawyer willing to take on the case. Obviously a sad movie. I always thought Hanks was somewhat overrated as an actor, not so much after watching Philadelphia. Not really my type of movie, but very good acting, and I just got to give it credit for that. 344, A Few Good Men. 2 Marines are charged with killing another Marine at Guantanamo Bay Naval Base in Cuba. The question is whether they were carrying out an order from a commanding officer. Cruise and Jack Nicholson, great courtroom drama. All I can tell you is you can't handle the truth. No, I don't. Seriously, I don't want to give anything away. This movie is a little bit overrated. I mean, people act like, oh my goodness, it's one of the best movies ever. I wouldn't go that far. Okay, 343, True Lies. Arnold Schwarzenegger is a spy and his own wife doesn't even know it. This film combines action and comedy like basically no other movie. I mean, I should say few other movies. Obviously, I'm going to say it's a great movie. Yeah, it's so clever the way it was put together. It just action is really good, especially at the end. Yeah, True Lies, love it. 342, The Wolfman, crazy 5.2 what am I saying? 5.9 IMDb. And whatever to that, you know what I'm saying? Unreal cinematography, unreal acting with Anthony Hopkins and Benicio del Toro. Really cool story involving werewolves. It has everything. I don't understand the low IMDb. I don't get it. So I'm complaining too much, aren't I? Right, next up, 341, My Cousin Vinny. Joe Pesci plays a New York lawyer that has never won a case. His teenage cousin and friend are accused of murder in a small Alabama town, and Pesci's character takes the case. The movie is funny the whole way through, and to me, there's not a lot of comedies where you can say that the whole way through the movie. And it's not trying too hard to make you laugh, like I talked about in the first or second video. 340, Old Boy. Saw the remake. I haven't seen the original, which is an 8.3 IMDb. The second just not very highly rated, but I thought it was really good, obviously. Josh Brolin is locked in a hotel room for 20 years and then finally released. He then has to figure out why he was held captive, and it's an insane plot twist. Absolute insanity. All right, next up. Gotti, the original. I heard the remake with Travolta was terrible. 339, Gotti original. Gotti rises to head the powerful Gambino crime family. Sammy the Bull is a part of this movie. He has his own YouTube channel, very popular. This is a very realistic crime movie, I would think. Must say it's been a while since I've seen it. But I just remember like, wow, that was a good movie. Almost told you what happens to him, but remember, I can't do that. 338, The Untouchables. De Niro plays Al Capone. Was going to make a note. It was weird when I saw The Untouchables. I was like, God, they don't show like actual De Niro or Al Capone very much in the movie at all. It's the only weird thing about it. Prohibition agent Kevin Costner plays Elliot Ness, recruits an elite group of lawmen who are determined to take Capone down. What was I going to say? Yeah, I forgot. The Untouchables. Yeah, really good movie. So what do you think? Are we getting there? Are we getting to amazing yet? Not really, huh? Let's look at the last few ones I went over. True Lies, The Wolfman, My Cousin Vinny, Old Boy, Gotti, The Untouchables. I don't think we're there yet, are we? Getting close. 337, Seven Psychopaths. Kind of hard to explain. Colin Farrell is a writer trying to come up with a screenplay. His buddies make a living kidnapping dogs, then returning them and collecting the rewards. Christopher Walken and Sam Rockwell. They kidnapped the wrong dog, though, and it just might inspire his screenplay. My kind of movie, crime movie, but also funny. You're going to find out. Those are the kind of... I'm going to rate those higher usually. So, excuse me, only seen it one time. And wasn't blown away, but I was like, wow, that's good. Unique movie, so it gets rated higher. Remember that. Give me a second. 336. Boogie Nights, 1977 teenage busboy Eddie Adams, Mark Wahlberg, gets discovered by porn director Jack Horner, who transforms him into adult film sensation Dirk Diggler. Drugs and ego might bring him down, though. Pretty bizarre movie, but that would make sense given the theme of the movie. Actually inspired by true events. I didn't know that. So the movie, I think it's a pretty long movie. I mean, Mark Wahlberg, he struggles as an actor. Everybody knows that, but like he was good in this movie. What was the other movie he was? I mentioned it not too long ago, I think. I can't remember. Is that Burt Reynolds is in this movie, right? Yeah, this is John C. Reilly. Yeah, not bad. I mean, it's better than not bad, otherwise it wouldn't be rated this high, but you know what I mean. People are going to rate this all over the place, Okay, next one. Picture of the year, 1969, number 335, Midnight Cowboy. Actually, you could say this movie's tangentially related to Boogie Nights, I would say. Just with the plot. John Voight travels from Big Spring, Texas, all the way to New York City. Movie gets pretty crazy. Dustin Hoffman's also in the movie. There goes my mouse. One second. Oh, here we go. 334. Making sure I'm not skipping one as I get tired here. 334. Safe House. Rookie CIA agent played by Ryan Reynolds has been eager to prove himself while out at South African post. He gets a chance when Frost, Denzel, a turncoat operative, is brought to Reynolds' safe house for debriefing. Things get crazy though. This might be the only movie where someone outacts Denzel. Safe House, phenomenal movie. Truly is. Don't want to give any more stuff away, though. You know what I mean. 333, Black Hawk Down. In 1993, the U.S. sent special forces into Somalia to destabilize the government and bring food and humanitarian aid to the starving population. An unexpected attack by Somalian forces brings two of the choppers down, though. Turns into a huge battle. Black Hawk Down. It's been a while. It's just very intense combat that's like I don't want to say non-stop, but it's close to non-stop. Whereas other war movies, there's always different things kind of going on in between the battles, and this just kind of seems like a never-ending battle. But it's good. It's good. It's not my favorite war movie, but it's very good. 332, Lord of War, loosely based on a true story. A window into the end of the Cold War and emergence of worldwide terrorism. Yuri Orlov, Nicolas Cage, is always sidestepping the pursuit of federal agent Jack Lawrence, played by Ethan Hawke. Very well done movie. The ending is crazy, and it's just like based on true story, by the way. It's just showing you what those arms dealers, how crazy their life is and how crazy life in general is. So, yeah. We now have 331, Looper. In a future society, time travel exists, but it's only available to those with the means to pay for it on the black market. When the mob wants to eliminate someone, it sends the target into the past where a hitman known as a looper lies in wait to finish the job. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is one such hired gun. Very cool movie. Didn't love the ending, but I'm sure some people have no problem with the ending, and some people will put it in their top 200, and I have no problem with that. It's a great movie. It really is. An even more crazy time travel movie I'm going to add. I didn't love it. It was okay. Predestination with Ethan Hawke. I mean, that guy's like in every other movie made. Did I already say it? Yeah, I'm not going to try to explain it, but what was I going to say? Yeah, so. Right. 3:30 The Game, Michael Douglas is a successful banker who keeps mostly to himself when his estranged brother returns on his birthday with an odd gift: participation in a personalized, real-life game. Can't say any more than that. This movie is very suspenseful and hard to predict. Yeah, it's very suspenseful. Great movie. 329 Train Spotting. Didn't realize this was an 8.1 IMDb. I actually watched this not too long ago. Heroin addict Mark Renton, played by Ewan McGregor, stumbles through bad ideas and sobriety attempts with his unreliable friends, but he can't really escape the life he left behind. This is a crazy movie, but it's a very, very good movie. And people definitely agree based on the IMDb. Next up, 328 Stand and Deliver. Los Angeles high school teacher Jaime Escalante, played by Olmos, is being hassled by tough students and pressured by his bosses. Caught in the middle, he opts to immerse his students in higher math, calculus. I don't know if I've seen anyone in a movie work as hard at their job as Escalante does. I mean, it's true story, I believe. I mean, this guy cares so much about his students. It's just so like inspiring and just such a cool movie. Next up, 327 Awakenings, the story of a doctor's extraordinary work in the 60s with a group of catatonic patients. He thinks their rigidity may be akin to an extreme form of Parkinson's. He seeks permission from his skeptical superiors to treat them with L-Dopa, a drug that was used to treat Parkinson's disease at the time. Robin Williams and De Niro. Been a very long time since I've seen this film. A very good movie. I can't remember exactly how it ends, but I think it's a very like it's a sad movie, but it's also got positivity in it as well. So it's it's also, what I'm trying to say, it's also uplifting, if I remember. It's been a while. It's high IMDb, incredible acting, very good movie. Okay, next. 326 Zero Dark 30. After the 9/11 terrorist attacks, bin Laden becomes one of the most wanted men on the planet. This movie is about the hunt for bin Laden that spanned 2 U.S. presidential administrations. What else can I tell you without giving it away? Nothing. That's it. It's a great... It's not... I felt a little peer pressure to move this one up. In my opinion, it's not great, but it's very good. But I know people love this movie, but it's... Yeah. I mean, I probably would have put it about 400. It's good. I'm cool with it here. 325 Hostage. This is a very underrated movie. Bruce Willis quits the force after one of his hostage negotiations goes awry and is a sheriff in a sleepy town until an elaborate local heist puts him back in the center of a hostage situation. I really like this movie. The plot is very clever. The acting's good. It's just... I don't understand the IMDb on Hostage. It's like phenomenal. Alright, trying to power through here. I took a lot of notes on these, by the way. 324 In the Fade. I'm going to repeat that. You probably never heard the movie. In the Fade. Diane Kruger stars in this movie. Her life falls apart in the blink of an eye when two neo-Nazis kill her husband and 6-year-old son in a bomb attack. Her quest for justice pushes her to the edge. Obviously, can't say more, but based on the rating, I think I think it's a great movie. And it is. So it's a unique movie for sure. Speaking of unique movies, number 323, The Beach. Leonardo DiCaprio movie. The desire to find something real, to connect with something or someone is what drives Richard, a young American backpacker who arrives in Thailand with adventure on his mind. Excuse me. Two people join him on an adventure to the beach. The quote-unquote beach, a mystical paradise. However, this paradise is less than perfect. What was I going to say? What did I read to you? Is that, yeah, paradise, right? Yeah, that sums it up. Next up, 322, A Thin Red Line. One picture of the year, I'm almost positive. In 1942, Caviezel plays a U.S. Army absconder living, I don't even know the word, but I can imagine what it is. Living peacefully with the locals on a small South Pacific island. Discovered by his commanding officer, Sergeant Welsh, Sean Penn, Witt is forced to resume his active duty training for the Battle of Guadalcanal in the Solomon Islands. As Witt and his troops land on the island and the American troops mount an assault on entrenched Japanese positions, the story explores their various fates and attitudes towards life or death situations. So I put a note, very existential war movie. I remember watching it quite a few years ago. Couldn't hear the volume very well. I wish I would have put it on subtitles. Like, I couldn't hear the conversations, the existential conversations that they were having very well. But I think it's like a 3-hour movie. Yeah, it's existential, and it's hard when film. A lot of the time, someone will try to make a movie that's existential, but it's not good. This is good. This is good. The conversations that they're having about life or death situations are like, it's good script writing, or it wouldn't have won Picture of the Year. You know what I'm saying? Okay. 321, War Machine. Watched this not too long ago. It's so freaking good. Brad Pitt, a successful and charismatic 4-star general, leaps in like a rock star to command NATO forces in Afghanistan, but a journalist is trying to take him down. This movie is very educational and very funny, was my note. Such a great movie. I could watch this movie like multiple times easily. It's just Brad Pitt, man. He's such a good actor, though. I mean, he can play so many different roles. Okay, next movie. 320, The Disaster Artist. One of the best comedies of all time, I would say. Here's what you gotta do. You gotta watch The Room first. The Room is a 3.6 IMDb. By the way, Putin is a 3.1, which is ridiculous. Putin should be a 6.5 minimum. But anyway, so this is one of the lowest IMDb. It might be the lowest IMDb before Putin came out. Incredible true story of aspiring filmmaker and Hollywood outsider Tommy Wiseau, as he and his best friend defiantly pursue their dreams and embark on the hilarious odyssey of making the now infamous cult classic The Room. James Franco is unreal playing Wiseau. So again, this is what you do. I watched them in the same day because someone told me about The Disaster Artist was a what's the word? Is spoof the right word? But yeah. Give me a second. Yeah, so I wouldn't. You can't describe it as a spoof. It's a comedic take on a bizarre true story. But I think I was going to say one other thing, but I'm getting tired and I forgot. So yeah, watch them in that order, and it's just one of. I wouldn't say The Room is one of the best comedies ever, because who watches a terrible movie just to laugh at it? I mean, you only do it because The Disaster Artist was made. Well, actually, going off on a tangent, like The Disaster Artist was made because people were watching The Room as a comedy. So people do that, but yeah, I would say The Disaster Artist is really the main thing to watch. They, you know what? They complement each other. Let's put it like that. All right. $319 Inside Man, Denzel and Clive Owen. Very difficult to explain crime thriller about a meticulously planned bank heist in New York City that evolves into a complex hostage situation. Even if I wanted to, even if I could, you know me, I can't explain to you like the stuff that's happening. All I can tell you is Inside Man is a great movie. We got another Denzel movie here, 318 Deja Vu. Really cool sci-fi. The team of a top secret program brings ATF agent Doug Carlin, Denzel, into its midst to capture a terrorist responsible for a ferry bombing that left hundreds dead. It's amazing technology. Lets the team full time 4 days backward and see the madman's movements as he plots to kill a woman who could give them away. Let me see. I'm just reading it right here. You know what I'm saying? See, because I saw it a while ago. It is a little confusing, like time travel movies are. Can't say any more than that. But Denzel's character, he wants to do. Let's just say he wants to do even more with that technology, if I remember right. $317 Rudderless. Haven't seen it. Was told it was really good. After a grieving father finds a box of demo tapes made by his now dead son, he forms a band in hope of finding some peace. Also, Beautiful Boy with Steve Carell, about a father-son drama where Carell's son is addicted to drugs. Haven't seen that movie either. But Rudderless is supposed to be like really good and just a tearjerker, obviously. But yeah, I need to try to watch that. Here we go. Can I remember? Gallipoli. The movie is called. I'm trying to pronounce it right. Gallipoli. Number 316. Mark Lee and Mel Gibson are two young Australian sprinters who want to join the army to fulfill their duty. Turned down because they are too young, they hop a freight train to Perth, where they are allowed to join up. Their speed makes them messengers in one of the war's bloodiest battles. Incredible war movie. Gallipoli was during World War I, the British Empire versus the Ottoman Empire. Kind of Australia versus Turkey, if I remember right. But, wow, what an ending to the movie is all I can tell you. See, now you're going to want to watch the movie, aren't you? Number 315, Casino Royale. A few weeks ago, I Googled the best James Bond movie. I'd only seen maybe one several years ago. And this is what showed up. It was Casino Royale, and I was not disappointed. Great movie. I think it's like 8.1 IMDb. I don't know if I would put it at 316, but surely a Bond movie makes it about, or at 315. Surely a Bond movie makes it about as high as 315, But yeah, to Casino Royale, brilliant plot, super cool, like really dope. 314 In Time is a future where in a future where time is money and the wealthy can live forever. Will Salas Justin Timberlake is a poor man who rarely has more than a day's worth of life on his time clock. He saves someone and receives a gift. All I can say, this movie is huge in China, and it's a freaking awesome movie. 313, The Martian. When astronauts blast off from the planet Mars, they leave behind Mark Watney, Matt Damon, presumed dead from a fierce storm. With meager supplies, he must utilize his wits and spirit to survive on the hostile planet. Hard to remember. I do have a little bit of a complaint. It's a great, great movie, but little bit of a complaint, but I'm not going to say what it is because I don't think people would see what I see. So yeah, it's The Martian. Great movie. Number 312, The Lobster. I love this movie. I'm biased on this movie here. In a dystopian society, single people must enter into a romantic relationship with a strict timeline of 45 days or be transformed into an animal of their choice. The movie's so unique. It's funny too. It's got some really funny parts, and it's like crazy parts. It's got everything. By the way, I'm gonna add Being John Malkovich. I haven't seen it. Let me know, is Being John Malkovich like easily top 500 or something? Let me know. Okay. Number 311, Her. A sensitive and soulful man earns a living by writing personal letters for other people. Left heartbroken after his marriage, Theodore Joaquin Phoenix becomes fascinated with a new operating system, which reportedly develops into an intuitive and unique entity in its own right. Yeah, it's a unique movie, and it's a great movie. Like the color palette, like with the movie, it's like really good. It's almost like, who's the legendary director that did the color palettes? How in the world did I forget this guy's name? Wow. Yeah, I am tired, y'all. Hold on. Okay, yeah, it was Stanley Kubrick is the one with the color palette. Where are we at? Number 310, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I feel peer pressure to rank this at 311. People probably want it higher. The acting is incredible, but I can't really relate to it with all the hardcore drugs, you know. Let me read a screenshot to you, though, because I just want to let you know it may not be quite what you think. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is a 1971 novel by Hunter Thompson, presented as a semi-autobiographical account of a journalist and his lawyer's drug-fueled trip to Vegas. The book explores themes of the American dream, the collapse of the counterculture movement, and the disillusionment of the 1960s through the lens of drug-induced experiences and societal critique. It's a cornerstone of gonzo journalism, a style that blends personal experience with subjective reporting. Yeah, so there's more going on to the movie than just two dudes wanting to get unbelievably drugged up on a drug binge, you know? But, yeah, people love it, and, you know, that's great, but yeah. This one leaves me speechless, but yeah, it's good movie. See, but after reading that, I actually kind of like the movie more, though, because you see how it kind of tells you how they were such outcasts, and it's like they weren't only in their own. I just had an epiphany. They weren't only in their own world because they were on heavy drugs, but they were in their own world because of the collapse of the counterculture movement and the disillusionment of the 1960s through the lens of drug-induced experiences and societal critique. So, yeah, yeah, they were frowned upon. So yeah, it is better than I thought. You guys were right. You were more right than me. All right, next we got to finish up before I fall asleep. 309 Ip Man, IP, Ip Man. A martial artist is forced to leave his home due to a war in 1937. In a twist of fate, he ends up establishing a school to train others in self-defense. Ip Man was Bruce Lee's teacher. Now, I'm very picky with action movies, as you know, but this is a sick movie. Sick. No doubt. I mean, the guy kind of comes across like kind of as a dork, but like his skill, his ability, dude, like in the fight, when he fights the main dude, man, is so sick. Another movie I'm gonna add, but I just hate the movie. I just hate this. This is other movie I'm gonna add is over an 8. It's like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I don't know. I don't really want to tell you why I hate it right now. Maybe in a separate video, I'll do like a video over overrated movies, but I'll add it for you. But I didn't like that movie at all. Next up, .308 Pursuit of Happiness, based on the true story of Chris Gardner, Will Smith, struggling salesman who faced homelessness while raising his young son and working to become a stockbroker. Yeah, the movie Pursuit of Happiness. I think a lot of people put it in the top 100, top 200, and no way. Like, it's good. It's not that good. And the movie keeps kind of, they go to where Will Smith is losing his big cumbersome medical device over and over throughout the movie. It's like, stop going to that ploy. Like, we get it. Like, someone stole his medical device, and it's like they keep. Yeah, it took away a little bit from the movie on doing that. So it has a few parts I'm just not totally cool with, but it is great. It's a true story and it's a great movie. Next up we have Anthropoid at 307. In December 1941, 2 exiled Czech soldiers parachute into their occupied homeland to assassinate Nazi officer Reinhard Heydrich. True story. Cillian Murphy, Jaime Dornan are the actors. It's wow. Yeah, I don't want to give anything away, but like incredible. Just an incredible movie. I don't know why it's not higher. Also, I'm going to include Operation Finale. 15 years after the end of World War II, a team of top-secret Israeli agents traveled to Argentina to track down Adolf Eichmann, the Nazi officer who masterminded the transportation logistics that brought millions of innocent Jews to their deaths. Another solid movie. Probably that one's close to top 700, but just not quite there. Okay, next. 306 Lion. 5-year-old Saru gets lost on a train which takes him thousands of miles from across India, away from home and family. True story, by the way. 25 years later, armed with only a handful of memories and a revolutionary technology known as Google Earth, he sets out to find his lost family. I mean, just love the movie. Who wouldn't, 305 Warrior. An estranged family finds redemption in the unlikeliest of places. The MMA ring. Tommy, an ex-Marine, played by Tom Hardy, returns home and enlists his father, Nick Nolte, a recovering alcoholic and former wrestling coach, to train him for Sparta, the biggest MMA tournament ever held. But Tommy's underdog brother, Brendan Joel Edgerton, fights his way into the tournament. Tom Hardy, every movie he's in, he just makes it good, Next up, The Iceman, 304. Hitman Richard Kuklinski earns a well-deserved reputation as a cold-blooded killer, but manages to keep his violent profession a secret from his wife and children for years, based on a true story. Michael Shannon plays a cold-blooded killer very well. I mean, this seems like a very realistic movie, and that's why I have it rated so high. It just, yeah, it's good. There's another hitman in the movie that they're aware of each other, and it's just Michael Shannon just makes the movie seem so believable. It's phenomenal. Should be rated higher. That's why I'm doing my own ranking system, though. You know that. Okay. How many more? 3 more. 303, 8 Mile. The people of Detroit know 8 Mile is a city limit, a border, a boundary. It is also a psychological dividing line that separates Jimmy Smith Jr., Eminem, from where and who he wants to be. A provocative fictional examination of a critical week in Jimmy's life. Semi-autobiographical film loosely based on Eminem's life. Is this movie too high? Let me look at some of the movies ahead of it. Sorry, it's my alarm. No, I don't think it is. Maybe a little bit too high. See, before I started this, I was kind of moving some movies around a little bit on the 350 to 301, but I was like, should I move 8 Mile? And I don't know. Is it too high? I think it is, guys. I think I should have moved it to about... Maybe not. I mean, Lion and Warrior are probably better movies, but they're only a couple spots behind, so it's fine. Yeah, I don't remember it too well. It's been a while, but it's got some really cool parts. So this is okay. Now, I didn't even know this. I look up these descriptions. I just seen it an hour or two ago that All Eyes on Me. There's a movie out about Tupac. I didn't even know it. 5.9 IMDb. I gotta watch that. You know me, I might totally disagree with it. So, matter of fact, I already ordered it. Yeah, so we'll see about that. I'm gonna add a picture of All Eyes on Me. So give me a second. Okay, I'm still awake. 302, Leaving Las Vegas. Alcoholic screenwriter Ben Sanderson, played by Nicolas Cage, drinks himself literally into oblivion in Las Vegas. He meets prostitute Elizabeth Shue. They strike up an unconventional relationship, one where she can't ask him to curb his drinking and he can't fault her for her job. Phenomenal movie. Sad movie. Don't watch it if you don't want to be sad, but yeah, it's a unique movie as well. Okay, so 301. Here we go. The Master. I didn't type it there, did I? Give me a second. Get OCD about it. Joaquin Phoenix plays a boozy drifter struggling with the trauma of World War II. On a fateful night in 1950, Freddie boards a passing boat and meets Lancaster Dodd, played by Philip Seymour Hoffman, the charismatic leader of a religious movement called The Cause. Freddie tries hard to adhere to Dodd's weird teachings and forms a close bond with his mentor, even as other members of Dodd's inner circle see him as a threat. I really want to rewatch this. Joaquin Phoenix and Philip Seymour Hoffman are perfect for their roles. Perfect. And fascinating movie about a cult. And it has a few very funny parts as well. So it's so good. It's so good. It's kind of depressing because Joaquin is so depressed and he's trying to get advice and a mentor out of Philip Seymour Hoffman, but it's just not working out. It's one of those movies where it just seems like a real life type of movie where, things they don't work out for people a lot of the time, and so it's kind of got that feel to it, but it's really good. Okay, that wraps it up. I'm going to try to get in. Hope it's going to be hard with all the notes. I've been making more and more notes as we go more into the list. So it's going to be hard because it's already late. It's going to be hard to get 100 tomorrow. I hope I can, because if I can get 100 tomorrow, then I'll be seeing the finish line. Excuse me, the finish line after that. Thank you for listening. By the way, because I'm going to put all these up, but whenever I do, please like and subscribe, But we'll talk to you later. Okay, not technically a movie, but can be bought as a single DVD. 7.5, Guyana Tragedy, the story of Jim Jones, starring Powers Booth, about that crazy cult in Guyana several years ago. Interesting and crazy.